Christian Clark, Harrison Wind here for BSN Denver at Pepsi Center. Following an exhilarating Nuggets win 111-110 over the Chicago Bulls. And Christian, let's jump right to the final sequence of the game. Will Barton, who poured in a career-high 37 points tonight, got the ball, took it coast to coast, somehow finished that game-winning layup for the win.
It was pretty fitting that Will Barton got the final play of the game there. He was great from wire to wire tonight. He came out of the gates firing. He had a really nice first half. And then there at the end, the ball got to him, and it looked like he just saw a little daylight and took it from there and hit a pretty funky, twisting layup.
Yeah, it was interesting after the game. Barton kind of detailed that final possession, said he saw Justin Holiday, who was guarding him on that play, kind of lean in one direction, anticipate maybe a screen that was coming from the other side. That was really all Barton needed to get into the lane, hit that winning shot, somehow avoid Robin Lopez, who looked like he was definitely going to try to pin that ball against the backboard. But a huge night for Barton. Also a big night for Gary Harris, who kind of kept the Nuggets afloat in that third quarter after a first half where Denver came out flat, Chicago out-executed, outplayed them, and things were really looking grim for a while for this team.
Denver played a lot like they did in the second half against Utah coming out of the gates tonight. They looked lifeless until really Barton got in there in the first half. He nailed a couple shots. Him and Gary Harris kept the team in it in the third quarter, and luckily they were able to pull out the win in the fourth.
Also in that first half, with just 40 seconds or so left to go in the second quarter, Nikola Jokic goes down with a really scary ankle injury. It looked like he got x-rays here at Pepsi Center. We don't know the extent of the injury, if he's going to miss Saturday's game against the Lakers. But like we saw in the second half tonight, guys like Barton and Gary Harris stepped up. That's going to have to happen even to a bigger extent if this team's going to be without Jokic for maybe a game or two here.
The Nuggets could really be in trouble if Jokic misses an extended period of time. We just don't know yet. Michael Malone sounded kind of optimistic post-game that Jokic could even be back for the Lakers game. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. It will certainly be big if he misses. One last note on Barton, though. Interesting in the locker room, he kind of went into a little bit more detail how assistant coach John Beckett actually gives him a bit of crap at practice for trying that layup shot. Beckett thinks he puts a little too much spin on the ball, but it seemed like they had a nice moment after the game where Beckett gave him some props for making that shot.
That was a great shot, high degree of difficulty, and if there's one guy on the team that knows what to do when he gets a little bit of daylight, it's Will Barton.
Thrill Barton was definitely back at Pepsi Center tonight. He was the MVP. He was the star of the night. He really was able to give the Nuggets what they needed for this 111-110 win over the Chicago Bulls. The Nuggets have the Lakers here on Saturday before that big 6-game road trip. But that's all we got from Pepsi Center. For Christian Clark, I'm Harrison Wind, BSN Denver.